Shalom, we back. Okay, we want to give all the praise and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, with all the dogs. Shalom is the apostle. The elders, the great millstone. Shalom, love aquarium, there's peace to the elect. And we're back on location in Baltimore. We did a few segments already, and the brothers decided to get together. Okay, this brother, Shamyar, was on one side of the town, and we was on the other side, and we were just kind of bringing together the statement that Trump made on Baltimore, you know, and it was really rightfully so, you know, what he was saying. Now, if you look at the boarded up houses, we showed you in the other segments that you had all the boarded up houses. It says here, love and hope, you know, see that? That's that Christianity doctrine. That love and hope is what got you this right here. Because you didn't do one thing as a so-called Negro, Black, and Native American. You trusted in Esau, you trusted in your oppressors, and you didn't trust in the Heavenly Father. So with the location, we're going to bring some scriptures out.
I'll bring this out real quick. It's Isaiah 5 and 8. Woe unto them that join house to house, that lay field to field, till there be no place, that they may be placed alone in the midst of the earth. You know, right. If you see Baltimore is designed where there's a lot of row houses, so we live in so close proximity that we like join house to house. You know, we live on top of each other. Some of us live in apartment complexes where even the walls are so thick you can hear your neighbor popping his wife, or you can hear whatever going on within that household. We're not supposed to be living like that.
And if you're disciplining your child, then you can hear the rod, you know.
Yep.
That's not supposed to be. Look at this shit, man. You're gonna tell me that this is righteous?
It's very, very unsanitary too, because we can, by just standing here, you can smell whatever is rotten up in there, man.
Yeah. Might be a dead body up in there.
They showed that on the wire, and that's something that was actually going on here in Baltimore.
I like the wire.
Yeah, you know, they had this segment where they was finding all the bodies in the vehicles.
Yeah.
We not too far from what is called Lincoln Park, and that's a known burial ground for people who commit murders or violent acts.
Yeah.
You know, they go dump them right there in Lincoln Park.
I got a quick scripture real quick. This is Ecclesiastes 12 and 3. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and we all know that's Esau, but even going even further in, that's our people too, because they ain't keepers of the house, but these people that live in these houses, they tremble. They have rent or any way of sustaining them. And he says, and the strong men shall bind themselves. Who are people buying themselves with? We've been struggling with this. We're so called strong enough to keep ourselves alive. We're experiencing God by the time. I think it works for technically everybody, believe it or not. But our people had no choice but to bow to Esau at this point. Esau pretty much controls. Esau pretty much controls everything. And who let it happen? The Lord. But as you see around, it's nothing but broken up houses, boarded in homes. The inside is messed up and everything. Outside is messed up.
Like even right here.
Over there.
Like when I was recording this little open field right here, this was once houses. I went through a whole neighborhood in my old neighborhood where they done knocked the houses down and just put an open field there. You know?
Some of it's regentrification, you know. But for the majority, when the stock market, I just got word that the stock market dropped, like the Dow dropped like 800 points or something. Yeah. They feel the crash in the economy again. This was the product of the first crash. Real estate crash.
And we had to, they taxed us to bail those real estate, bail them out. Yeah. Those mortgage companies.
Yep. And it says, and the grinders cease because they are few. And guess what? People are having a hard time working as it is. You got stores shutting down left and right, being bought out by someone else, or they're just closing it down. Schools closing down, which is a concentration camp regardless. So a lot of these things are being closed down, believe it or not. You had a lot of the stores being closed down. Yeah,
Radio Shacks.
Shipped over to what? China?
Some of them even shipped to China or closed down completely. Like
Yup.
Harley Davidson, they no longer American-made company.
Yup.
They ship their work over to overseas, over to China,
Right. So
or Japan. One of them.
right. I mean, you see that this is nothing but a big corporate that's pretty much closing.
Yeah.
Like, that's all it is. Everything's for sale now.
Yeah. Yep.
Everything, nothing's for keeps. And it says, and those that look out of the windows be darkened. Because guess what? Even when this place crashed, or even before then, you see the state of our people. This guy was just talking about looking out the window, literally, because guess what? You be outside, and you see the mindset of our people. You go down Lexington Market, you see the drug-induced people. There's no joy now.
That's going into the American dream.
Yeah.
You're looking out the window, you're looking for a bright future. But it shall be what? It shall be dark.
What is it, the white people, the dog, the children.
Right. And your mice that ran up in there.
The roommates.
That's right. It says doors of shut in the streets. Guess what? That's all building up homes. That's like I said, many people still find homes. Oh, we see nothing but like building homes. Soon enough, you ain't gonna be able to go into any store like as a student. No, it's hard enough to even keep up with your own house, so-called house, if you can rate it out.
Hey, you seen on Book of Eli, there was no more 7-Eleven or Royal Farm. They went back to the barter system. They was bartering off packs of ketchup and wet napkins.
Hey,
That's the.
yeah, you're right. They saw that nobody had a place to live. They had to make up their own type of home.
Yeah.
Right. That means these homes are all going to be up for grabs.
Yeah.
When this devil go down, when Esau go down, you're going to have people, it ain't going to be like, look, I got a lease. But it shows or a deed, and when you look on the deeds, it says tenant, So you don't really own your house any damn way. I had to tell Jake that, man. They think they own their house. Don't pay the property tax.
Well, hey, you rent from the banks. You go from rent to rent.
Hey,
You think you paying a mortgage to own a house? You actually paying the bank rent.
You just pay rent.
exactly.
It's just you have a little bit more charity, so to speak, because it's not an immediate owner where they can just put you out.
Right.
The bank understands that they just can't sell his house like that, so they'd rather you stay, and that's the benefit of it, the foreclosure process and all that.
Hey, it's actually, my opinion, better to rent because you ain't responsible for the repairs of the property.
Yep.
Baltimore known as a slumlord place,
Yep.
so it's a lose-lose however.
Yeah, especially, that's like anything.
Get an article on it.
Funny thing is, who would want to live in places like these? Places boarded up houses.
Now,
Filled-
you do have some places that's still doing okay.
On the inside.
Yeah, and then even in the end, the scripture says that there's going to be people eating and drinking and marrying. So you're going to have neighborhoods and certain places where people are going to still be living all right.
Yeah.
Until the flood takes them away.
Yep. Flood of fire.
All right, that it on that?
That's a little bit more. What you listen to brothers got any scriptures they can read?
I'm reading at the beginning of.
It says, when the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. So nothing's going to be of value anymore. Everything's
Music ain't value now.
yeah. Hell, all the music industry is all rappers rapping on the same thing. They don't have no actual value. They're not close to their actual lives. Compared to even back then, even though it was messed up even then. So we got a lot of everything, a lot of entertainment, the way you live. It's all what we got.
That brothers might have speak up because we're not going to drive the stress.
Right. That's what it is.
The only thing they rap about now is 2 Chainz. 2 Chainz type style with the voice box. They all sound alike.
Oh, yeah, they all
can't tell apart. And then it get the beat. Boom, boom, la, 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 boom, boom. That's all it is.
Yeah, The days of actual live instruments is out the door. It's all 808 sounds.
And that's
boxes.
fake 808.
That's fake 808. Right.
So
Although you gotta have a system to be able to, you know.
Right.
Because I like, you know, bass, you know. Go ahead, Art.
Oh, the article.
Yeah, you had something.
Yeah, I got the article with Trump.
Yeah,
It says, and this is the whole was spurred at this whole segment with the living in Baltimore and how the what's it called, the quality of life is at a very low here in Baltimore and cities just like it, Philadelphia, New Jersey, Detroit, Chicago, LA. But it says Trump called Baltimore vermin infested while the federal government fails to clean up rodents and subsidize housing. Baltimore's public housing is among the most dilapidated and dangerous in the country. Nearly half of complexes failed inspection. If I could add, Trump's son-in-law and him own a lot of apartment complexes here in Baltimore, here in Maryland, period. It says, and Trump just spent a week attacking the city on Twitter.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
look. No, you go. Oh, my bad. Let me read this part. President Donald Trump launched a multi-day Twitter tirade last month directed at U.S. Representative Elijah Cummings, sharing video footage of derelict Baltimore neighborhoods and asking why the Democratic congressman wasn't doing more to address the disgusting rat and rodent-infested mess in his district. And I think his district is not too far from here. I think his district when he was
it's not
here
too far down on
was Garrison.
No, where was that where you used to go at?
Bmore?
No. Further down where the doors broke.
Was that downtown?
Near the doors, please.
Charles Street.
Near Charles Street.
Oh, that was his district?
Yeah, I can't remember the street where the light rail was.
Oh,
Park Avenue.
Park Avenue.
That's where he was.
Oh, okay.
He was in Park Avenue, which is not that far from here.
They call that Butcher's Hill and
Yeah.
Park Place. Park Place, yeah. I didn't know that was his district. Oh, that's right. Up
Yep,
here,
that's his district.
up here is Conaway.
Yeah.
Conaway.
Okay. But you know, who knows with him, man? You know.
Yeah, I ran into him one day. He was sitting in a very clean Lincoln,
Yeah.
eating a chicken box. No, I can't make this up. He spoke, I spoke, I kept it moving. Elijah Cummings.
Hey, man. So Trump was really right. And the only reason why they got mad, because now they have found out about, you know, the skirt has been pulled over, you know? Was that in Isaiah 41? Let's go to Ezekiel 34.
What got it from Isaiah?
You hold it something? Ezekiel, I get it. I'm going to go to 34 and 6. Okay, it says, what it says? Ezekiel 34. It's locked. Go ahead, get what you got. I got to find it.
Well, I get that. This is Isaiah 62 and 6. It says, I have set watchmen upon thy walls, right? And who are the watchmen? You know, it's us. You know, you look at the prime example. Us. You know, even groups like ISUPK, IUIC, they're a form of watchmen too, because they're out there. You know, they're teaching that you know, so-called black people are Israelites. You know, but you know, they go off on a lot of other things. But look at this; it's so bad that the you know, the very thing that you step on is wooded, is boarded up. Wood. Who knows what the hell is living inside this place, man? You know,
and you know they go straight to Northern Kingdom, Latino tribes, Mexicans. when they want to go revitalize, they in there cleaning all the asbestos and junk out, man. You know, because they gonna take the hard jobs that so-called blacks won't take.
Right.
You know,
Right.
but they use that to pit us against each other, not knowing that we are brothers. They are people, man.
Right.
Love, hope.
Come on,
And
man.
you got shit like
Oh,
look at this trash. Bring that camera over here. Look at this trash.
All right, put it on.
You know?
What you gonna say?
The other side say he is risen.
Let's walk down. Come on.
Walk on down. First, put it on there.
This one.
That sign says he is risen.
Where's that?
You see the purple sign right there. Who is risen?
Man, they probably
They talking about Jesus.
Jesus, bro.
The only time that Jesus was risen in the 1400s when they put that picture out, man. You know, the true one that is risen was Yahushua, man.
Right.
And why is he coming back in Matthew 10:34? He's coming back to destroy for what? Because of this place. Well, let's get it.
Illusion of this place.
Ezekiel 24:6. It says, "Wherefore thus saith the Lord Yahweh, woe to the bloody city, to the pot whose scum is therein, and whose scum is not gone out of it. Bring it out piece by piece. Let no lot fall upon it, for her blood is in the midst of her. She set it up upon the top of the rock." Okay? This is Esau, man. Okay? And she ain't talking about no regular woman.
Right.
They'll say, oh, some woman, some blonde-headed, red-headed woman. Okay? She sat upon the top of the rock. Okay? She poured it not upon the ground to cover it with dust, that it might cause fury to come up to take vengeance. I have set her blood upon the top of a rock that should not be covered. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, woe to the bloody city. I will even make the pile of fire great. Heap on the wood, kindle the fire, consume the flesh, spice it well, and let the bones be burnt. So this is the put the camera back. Keep moving the camera. This is going to be this is the start of the downfall of this place, man. You know, this is what you see. Although before it gets destroyed, somebody might come bulldoze and build a new house, but they all going to keep being torn down, man. You know,
got scripture on that.
so the Most High is going to destroy this place, man.
All right, this is Malachi 1:4.
Okay, yep,
I
that's a good
had
one.
that scripture.
That's what you ain't whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build in the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down. And they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever.
Right. See, it's funny because that goes both ways. Because why is he there? Because first ready. When he said he was impoverished, that was going back to his first crash. The stock numbers. That crash. And now he's saying that we're impoverished because he sees that you got people closing down houses and stores and so on and so forth. But now he's trying to rebuild it. But Yahweh Shah said, nah, so he's taking it further to when this place even goes down. He's going to try to rebuild this place again. But Yahweh Shah said, nah, this time I'm destroying this place with fire.
Because he's going to keep trying to build.
Yep.
You speaking of the Depression, right?
Yep.
The Great Depression, 1930, 26 or 36? 26, 29, something like that. This place was falling back then.
Yep.
And they started bringing in that paper currency, you know?
Yeah, during that time, Esau was they Yaquab Jacob bringing their gold back and trading their gold for currency. That's when he took the backing of the money from gold and silver to fiat.
Yep. And that goes into Timothy, the 5th chapter. 17th verse says, what does that say? Never trust in uncertain riches. You know?
You see, Esau is like a sis. If you don't catch it, if
you don't stop it at all, it's just gonna keep growing. It's just going because Esau. If you don't stop Esau is just gonna keep destroying down places, rebuilding it in his own image, and then keep destroying that. Because you know Esau can't even keep his own stuff in order.
Well, that goes to the Apocrypha when it's talking about never trust our enemy, so if his rusteth groweth, so is his wickedness. And what the brother was going into, even when you go further back, they you had your banks. Wells Fargo was one, and they were telling the people because this was a gold rush. That's why they came here really for the gold. And slaves was nothing more than commodity for trade. Yeah. That's why they went up to New York and set up the stock market.
And then they moved further west to what was the territory once known as Mexico territory.
Yep.
And they found out there was an abundance of gold over there, so that's when that big gold rush happened. Everybody, they call them 49ers.
Yep.
They went over there to mine them gold fields and coal mines.
That probably explains in that article you read, they say U.S. Mexico. And I was wondering why it said U.S. Mexico.
Yeah, if you look at an old map in school, it would say Louisiana Purchase. It was a time in history it was called the Louisiana Purchase, where the French bought up all that territory. But points west, it was all called Mexico territory, from Mexico all on up to Canada down there.
And now they're trying to build a wall, right?
Right.
To keep them out of their own country.
That wall ain't gonna stop nobody.
So anyway, those the bankers, they said, well, wait a minute, we can you can give us your gold, and we'll give you an IUS. IOU, right? IUS. Man, that's what they doing. Give us your gold. And so they start writing out IOUs. And then what happened? They start getting robbed. But the bankers, the Jews, is responsible for that. And so you know what they did? Like the brother just brought out, they said, we got something to cover all that. We can take our money. Let's give you some paper. And then here comes the Federal Reserve. So all your money, basically that money you get is not in real money. It's a downgrade. It's supposed to be backed off of gold.
Or natural resources.
So when you get paid, and let's say you get $20 an hour or $10 an hour, whatever you get, if you get a $600 paycheck at the end of the week, that's really worth like $200. Because there's no value.
The dollar is really a measurement. You can turn in gold and you're supposed to get a certain measure of money for it. What it's worth.
So when you look at the property, this is what you see: a downgrade of the dollar. That's why they couldn't. The thing about it is called an implosion. They couldn't keep up with the value of the gold with that currency, that paper cash.
And then they was over printing money, and they had nothing to back it.
And Fannie Mae and all them, the banks start saying, we can't trust y'all. So this is America imploding itself, man. Nobody's trusting America's banks. Hell, they don't trust us. But hell, we can be you can get a credit card, right? And they'll hound you for a $5,000 credit debt.
Right. Yep.
But this devil can keep printing money. Who's hounding him for his money?
Who's hounding America and $8 trillion in debt to China?
Exactly. So what about this?
Where is that fine for leaving trash?
Shouldn't they be fine? This is nothing but trash.
Hey, the government should be fined for leaving cities. This isn't just Baltimore. When you go to the word ghetto, that's the place where so-called Jews dwell, and we are those Jews. So this is going on wherever you see Israelites living in close counters with each other.
It's everybody like talk about Paris, nice places like that.
It's ghettos over there.
It's ghettos over there too. I looked up some of the images.
Yeah.
In Paris. It's no different than this.
Yeah. Graffiti everywhere. Stuff boarded up.
It's no different. And you know what's funny? You got what you call the German cockroach, right? Little brown cockroaches. All in our ghettos. Why are they called German? See, they claim they was in a Holocaust in Germany.
Right.
So it's ironic that they were so called in the Holocaust in Germany, but their roaches is in our neighborhoods and shit. Yeah. How the hell does that happen?
Right.
Is that a church? Because and the funny thing is, they got multiple churches all around places like this.
Yeah. That's a good point.
It's a church.
Look at the camera on the church.
Walk
up with the camera on the church.
There's a liquor store.
Yeah, the liquor store the next corner up.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna walk over. Just right here.
Right here.
Yeah, put the camera on the church. It's the church. Come on, man.
In the ghettos. But that's everywhere in Baltimore. You got, like, hell, there's a church. Any church you find, even, hell, Embassy. That's a good one.
All over.
Yeah.
All over, man.
Any church you find, you will always realize it's in the ghetto.
Yeah, it's the church. Then you got the outreach center.
Yeah. So basically, Christianity has basically failed the community. All that is set up, and that look at hope. The scriptures talk about that we might have hope, but that hope that they're seeking for is a hope of continuing in America. The hope we're seeking for is this to go down, so we can get to our rightful place. You know, as long as you keep chasing your tail, you're going to be just circling, doing the same thing over and over. Okay.
Everything pretty much here is designed to go off. Like this little area community we in is called Park Circle.
This is
Because
not
you
even
gotta-
recorded.
It must have stopped.
Oh no, it is. It's recorded.
This area called Park Circle because one of the big businesses out here in Baltimore is Park Sausage. And they're over there cutting up pork and and delivering it to the community, man.
Yeah, some shit.
When you really think about it, what's that movie we watched? We went to 12 Years of Slavery, I think. But it was
No, you talk about
it was-
Birth of a Nation.
yeah, that's
yeah,
it.
Dan, when you Nat Turner, right?
Nat Turner, Birth
Yeah,
of a
when he
Nation.
was
Yeah.
in the church, right? But guess what? Guess what was outside the church? There was a whole the slave field. When you look at it like this, when you see the church, when you look outside of it, it's a slave field.
Yeah, the
It's
slave
the same
quarters.
thing. You don't see, in that movie, you didn't see Esau putting us in a church somewhere nice.
No, hey,
It
in
was-
that same movie, when Esau was having church, they was behind the big house.
Yeah. Yep.
When Jake was having their church, they had the overseer, and they was out there, like you said, in the slave
In the
quarters.
field, where nothing was
Yeah.
nice. Where you had